After 6 months as a light heavyweight, Sam Alvey is smiling a lot more in training camp. With less weight to cut, he can focus on the important things, like staying free of injuries. "I hope I get injured less," Alvey told MMAjunkie in advance of his meeting with Gian Villante at UFC Fight Night 131, which takes place Friday at Adirondack Bank Center in Utica, NY, and airs live on FS1. "It wasn't a huge problem before, but everyone gets their bumps and bruises. A 10-year stint as a UFC middleweight ended with a weight miss and a decision loss that left Alvey at 9-5 in the promotion. He immediately rebounded in his first bout at 205 pounds, knocking out Marcin Prachnio in February. Now on the cusp of his second appearance at 205 pounds, Alvey, 32-10 MMA, 9-5 UFC, said he's gotten more adjusted to the life of a light heavyweight in the gym. "I'm right on pace to make weight," he said. "Hopefully, I'll get back in that octagon close to 225, 230 somewhere in there." Taking on Villante, 16-9 MMA, 6-6 UFC, whom he called out after his first win as a light heavyweight, Alvey anticipates he'll need his extra bulk. Villante is known to many as a brawler, but he takes note of the New Yorker's tendency to take the fight to the ground. "If you watch him fight, he's more of a striker," Alvey said. "But then you'll see a couple of his fights when he can turn on the wrestling whenever he wants to." His fight against Keith Berry, "He's a teammate of mine, he took Keith down a dozen times in 3 rounds, just over and over again. I kind of have to be prepared for either. But I'm pretty happy with the game plan me and the coaches have put together, and I've been performing well in practice, so I hope I pull it off on Friday." Fight week usually is reserved for cutting weight, which for many fighters means a long slog of suffering as they shed the final pounds before stepping on the scale. Alvey said he never had much of a problem getting smaller, so his new division means even less suffering as the hours tick toward the fight. "The only things that irritate him now are things outside the cage, like spoilers. I've never really felt angry about much until I did get a flash of anger when Colby Covington, that jerk-off, tried to ruin Star Wars on Twitter," Alvey said. "I had seen it already. Had I not seen it, I would have been pissed." For more on UFC Fight Night 131, check out the UFC Rumors section of the site. MMAjunkie radio broadcasts Monday to Friday at 1 p.m. ET, 10 a.m. PT, live from Mandalay Bay Resort.